Hi there, I'm Linda and this is Huttons Valley Permaculture. More and more I find I'm enjoying a herbal tea, and it's in spring and summer that I usually gather all the ingredients for making my year's supply. Come with me today as we gather the leaves and flowers that are ready right now at the end of spring. I've been slowly getting my pasture area under control in respect to blackberries, and what blackberry plants I've missed, the alpacas seem to enjoy. So I'm heading out to my Zone 5 wilderness area where the blackberries are really taking over. I'm going to be making a batch of fermented blackberry leaf tea. So I need to grab lots of young, fresh blackberry leaves for that recipe. If you'd like to see how I made it, I did publish a video last year and I'll leave a link just here. These little leaves don't have the prickles that the older leaves have, so your hands don't kind of get as damaged. It does take a little bit longer to get this size leaf though. It's taken about 15 minutes to gather all the leaves that I'll be needing. Once this is fermented and dried, it'll fill a pint-sized mason jar, and that's about all that I'll need. Chamomile is another tea ingredient that I like to drink on its own or as part of a blend. Now last year up in this swale I had heaps of chamomile growing. I did plant it myself, but I found this year there's no volunteers. I think it's just a bit too challenging for it at the moment. An area that I have had lots of volunteers is up here in my front vegetable garden, and in particular my perennial bed. I've had so many plants that I've been able to move some of them to new spots, so hopefully they'll start to volunteer there next year. So these flowers are just beautiful and they're ready to harvest today. The plants that I dug up and moved are still slowly growing, but look like they're going to be flowering very soon. With the chamomile, I keep picking these through the warmer months because they'll just keep flowering, and then towards the end when I'm kind of over it, I let them flower and finish off to seed so they can spread it around and volunteer again the next year. Making teas is certainly a labour of love. It's not quick, but it's certainly worth the effort. If anyone out there has a quicker method of picking chamomile, I'd love to hear it. During the growing season, I'll often pick these ingredients and just use them fresh to brew up a cup of tea. And luckily for the pollinators, the enthusiasm always runs out before the flowers do. Okay, that's all I'm going to grab today. I'm going to put those into the dehydrator until they're dry and then just pop them into a jar. Another ingredient I love to use in my teas is lemon balm. It gives a really great flavour. I've already harvested some of the lemon balm and have dried it on a drying frame, and I'll be grabbing some more of it today and doing the same. Now I find my sickle is really easy for harvesting bunches of lemon balm. You just grab a handful and give it a good chop. And I think that'll do it for today. These hoverflies seem to love all the aromatic plants. I'm just going to lay this out and remove the leaves from the stalks once it's all dry. One ingredient I really love in a tea is mints. And I've got a variety of mints. I've got spearmint here and some chocolate mint, and I'll be harvesting both of those today. I've also got a patch of just your ordinary mint, which is great in a tea also. It really brings the teas to life, so it's well worth harvesting and drying. Okay, now we've got our 3 bunches of mint. All I'm going to do is tie them up and then hang them to dry. I prefer them drying out on a frame because you can spread them out a bit more and they can dry a lot quicker and less chance of spiders and insects getting involved. But this method does work fairly well too. After tying up each bunch of mint, I've hung it on this clothes drying rack, and I can move it inside the house or leave it outside when it's warm. I will be checking on each of these bundles just to make sure they're all drying evenly and well, and rearranging if necessary. Then once the leaves are all dry, I'll be removing them from the stalks and just crumbling them up and storing them in a jar or using them in a blend. The only other tea ingredient we're going to grab today is some calendula. Now I'll be drying these and using the petals for my tea blend, but people do also use the petals in salves as a skin treatment. I always feel bad collecting these things when little insects are enjoying them so much. So I'm just going to take the flowers whole, then dry them out and pick the petals off. By harvesting these flowers, it does mean that the plants will produce a whole lot more. I won't take all the flowers from one spot, but spread around my collection. Looks like someone's sleeping there. I'll leave that one. Now, like the chamomile, I will be continuing to pick the calendula flowers during the growing season, and they should just keep producing. Okay, I'll leave all the rest there, once again to keep everybody happy. And this lot are headed for the dehydrator. Well, I'm going to head into the house and get these in the dehydrator and also make a start on my fermented blackberry leaf tea. If there's any other plants that you think I should be growing to harvest for teas, please let me know. I do also grow tulsi, but that's in the warmer months and we're not quite there yet. My favourite tea blend so far is chamomile, chocolate mint and lemon balm. I'd love to know what your favourite blend is. Please let me know down in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching and bye for now.